Good morning everyone. Today I started out the vlog in the car only because we're running really late. Now I'm just outside of Miley's childcare, so we're just dropping her off, and then today we've got a couple of things that we need to do. So firstly, Quincy needs to go to the China embassy or something and sort out her passport, otherwise she'll get deported. After that I need to go Darling Harbour for a conference, and then we'll grab some amazing lunch. That'll be it. Today's a really rainy day outside. We don't have an umbrella. Hopefully my camera doesn't get wet and break down. Sydney traffic is so bad. Around this time, 9 o'clock, it's just bumper to bumper pretty much everywhere you go. So right now I've just arrived at the China embassy waiting for Quincy to finish off with her paperwork for the passport. Once she's done with that, we're gonna go get some food, head straight to the city, to Darling Harbour. Let's get on with it. There's nothing like a good morning cup of coffee on a bloody raining day. So we just arrived into Chinatown. Our favorite ramen place isn't open yet. They're open at 11:30, so we've got 45 minutes to kill. So we're probably just gonna walk around and then do some window shopping because we're all poor, and then come back and have our favorite Japanese ramen. The rain's finally stopped, so we can actually walk outside. I don't like vlogging in the rain because I get very paranoid about my camera just breaking down. I don't know if you guys can actually see this. This man behind me, he's playing that Chinese musical instrument. I don't know what it's called in English, but in Chinese it's called erhu. He's actually not even playing it because he's got this speaker going on, but he's not actually playing that. So I thought he was actually playing. I was saying, oh man, that's really good, he's doing a really good job. And then he just suddenly stopped, but the music was still going. He played us big time. Check out these two dogs behind us. I thought those were the cats from the Egyptian pharaohs because it looked very similar, and then I'm like, no, this is Chinatown, it's the year of the dog, so that must be it. So I'm really hungry right now. I don't think I can wait till 10:30 until the ramen place opens, so we're just gonna find some local restaurant around here and then probably sit down and grab something to eat because I'm starving right now. So we just got seated at the Xi'An Cuisine. I used to come here quite regularly, quite enjoy the food here. So Quincy's ordered a noodle dish with spices on the top and a bit of chili oil at the bottom, and then these are handmade noodles and it should be really good. So first you gotta mix up the spices a little bit. I can really smell the garlic and then a bit of vinegar. The noodles are bouncy, it's a little bit spicy and it's a little bit sour. It's a little bit salty as well. It's a good mix of flavors. So this is quite a typical Xi'an dish. It looks very plain, but it's got so much flavor in there. So I'm just watching Quincy eat right now. I'm just waiting for my dumplings and my pork buns to arrive. I'm so hungry. So we just got our buns. This is the beef pork bun. This is the beef bun with a lot of chilies in it. And this is the non-spicy pork bun with basically pork and some cilantro. It's so oily. Look, it's dripping with oil. Okay, so the beef is not tough, it's quite tender. It hasn't hit me with the spice yet, so I'm surviving right now. The bun, it's crunchy on the outside. It's fairly soft and fluffy on the inside. So now I'm gonna try Quincy's one. It's almost like a pork floss. Now the sauce is soy sauce based. It's a little bit sweet and it's a little bit salty. The cilantro gives it a good touch, and the buns are just fluffy in the center. All the juices from the meat is getting sucked into the bun, and it makes it so fragrant. My one's definitely better. You definitely want some spicy taste in there to balance out the oiliness of the actual burger. I remember about 2 years ago when I was eating the exact same dish, and I couldn't take the spice, so I had to run next door to the convenience shop and buy a liter of milk to wash this down. So they just brought out the pork and cabbage dumplings. You can't have dumplings without vinegar, so it needs a generous amount of vinegar. Oh, I hope this is vinegar.
It is.
Yeah, it is vinegar. Because there was one time where I actually just poured soy sauce all over it. Massive fail. You can tell these dumplings, the wrapping has been handmade, because from the finger marks on the side, the ones that you buy from the shop, they look perfect. But these ones, you can tell that it's a little bit fluffy and thick, so it should be good. It needs a good dip in the vinegar. The wrapper is very fluffy. It's densely packed with pork and cabbage. Generally, I don't like my dumplings without cabbage. If it's just going to be pure meat, you have to go with a bit of vegetables inside, just to kind of balance it out a little bit. Oh, but this is really nice. You've got a little bit of a surprise soup in there as well. I'm down to my last dumpling, and I really don't want this to end because it's so good. They weigh it down really quickly. So we just finished lunch. I don't know if I want to call that lunch or is it a brunch, but it's still quite early. What's the time now? It's only 11:30. Oh, now we can go to that ramen place. Now they've opened. Well, too late. Anyway, so now we've just finished. That restaurant, I wouldn't even call it a restaurant, it's a little takeaway place. I think most people would probably just buy some takeaway and then go wherever they're going. It's very small, but don't let the small shop fool you, because that is a really nice place to eat if you like Xi'an food. Quincy wanted to get some bubble tea, so we're just walking over to a place called King Tea, which Quincy regularly gets her bubble tea at. She gets the one with, so it's a milk tea with cheese on top. So we've just got our bubble tea with pearls in it. Normally we don't get any sort of toppings, it's just having the milk tea, and then you can see the little cream cheese on top. Oh, okay, so there's definitely 3 combinations in that bubble tea. So you can definitely taste the cheese on the top, which gives it a little bit of a salty taste. The milk tea, a very strong tea flavor, and it's a little bit sweet, so it really contrasts the saltiness of that cheese up there. And then they've got pearls at the bottom. I'm not a big fan of pearls itself, so I mean I don't like any solid things in my drinks at all. It's just a bit weird for me. So tell us what it tastes like.
A bit salty and a bit sweet. Quite creamy. Nice.
So right now we're heading towards Darling Harbour, where we will go for my conference at the Sydney Exhibition Centre. So let's go. Just some random puddles in the middle of the walkway. So just behind me there, I think they're just ending off some sort of event. We are a little bit late. I wish I was here during the event actually. Now they're stripping everything apart. This is where I need to be going, so let's go. We've just finished with the conference at the ICC. We're about to head home now, so I'm gonna end the video for today. If you guys like it, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below and subscribe to my channel, and then I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.